Today we'll discuss mode by grouping method. First I'll explain why grouping method is used. It is used when the difference between maximum frequency and frequency preceding and succeeding the maximum frequency is very small. I'll tell you it by an example. Suppose maximum frequency is 32 and frequency which is present on its either side is 30 or 31 or 30. So the difference between them is very small. So in this case we use grouping method for calculating mode. Grouping method is also used when the highest frequency is repeated and it is present at more than one places. Let's solve the question on mode by grouping method. See, in this question the maximum frequency is 24. The frequency preceding it is 22 and the difference between them is very small, so we use grouping method to calculate the value of mode. In grouping method, mode is calculated by preparing grouping table. In grouping table there are 6 groups which are represented in 6 columns. In first column or first group, write the value of frequency 4, 6, 5, 10, 20, 22, 24, 6, 2 and 1. In second column or second group, it is a group of 2. Means you have to add two values of frequency of column 1. So 6 plus 4 is 10. 5 plus 10 is 15. 20 plus 22 is 42. 24 plus 6 is 30 and 2 plus 1 is 3. In the next column or third group, it is a group of 2 leaving the first, means leave the first value of frequency and then add two values, but leave the first value. So leave the first value which is 4. The next two value is 6 plus 5 is 11. Then next two, 10 plus 20 is 30. The next two, 22 plus 24 is 46. 6 plus 2 is 8. In next group or fourth group is a group of 3, means you have to add three values of frequency. So 4 plus 6 plus 5 is 15. 10 plus 20 plus 22 is 52. 24 plus 6 plus 2 is 32. The fifth group, it is a group of 3 leaving first, means leave the first value of frequency and then add three values of the frequency which is presented in column 1. So leave the first value which is 4 and then add three values, means 6 plus 5 plus 10 is 21. Then next 3, 20 plus 22 plus 24 is 66. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9. The last group, which is the sixth group, it is a group of 3 leaving first 2, means leave the first 2 value of frequency and then add 3 value of frequency. Leave the first 2, that is 4 or 6, then add the next 3 value of frequency after 6, which is 5, 10 and 20. So 5 plus 10 plus 20 is 35. Then next 3, 22 plus 24 plus 6 is 52. Now mark the highest value of frequency in each group. In first group, the highest value is 24. In second group, the highest value of frequency is 42. In third group, it is 46. In fourth group, the highest value is 52. In fifth group, the highest value is 66. And in sixth group, the highest value is 52. Now prepare an analysis table from grouping table. First write down the value of x in this column, which is 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 and 67. In grouping table, see group number 1. The maximum value of frequency is 24 in group 1 and it corresponds to 64. So put a tick mark in analysis table in column 1 in front of 64. Now see group 2. The maximum value is 42 and it corresponds to 62 and 63. So put a tick mark in front of 62 and 63 in column 2 of analysis table. See group 3 of grouping table. The maximum value of frequency is 46 and it corresponds to 63 and 64. So put a tick mark in front of 63 and 64 in column 3 of analysis table. See group 4. The maximum value of frequency is 52 and it corresponds to 61, 62 and 63. So put a tick mark in front of 61, 62 and 63 in column 4 of analysis table. In group 5, the maximum value is 66 and it corresponds to 62, 63 and 64. So put tick mark in front of 62, 63 and 64 of column 5. Now see group C, group 6, and the maximum value of frequency is 52 and it corresponds to 63, 64 and 65. So put a tick mark in front of 63, 64 and 65. Next, see which value of x is repeated maximum time in analysis table. So 62 is repeated 3 times, 63 is repeated 5 times and 64 is repeated 4 times. So the value 63 is repeated maximum time. So we can say that the value of mode for this data is 63. So this is all about grouping method for calculating mode.